Okay, I have a proposition. Instead of worrying about politics, like Republican, Democrat, current events, any of that nonsense, just worry about yourself changing the world right where it is. You first have to change, right? Going to a protest, getting all dysregulated for, whatever side of the coin you decided to get on, which makes no difference because it's the same damn coin. Works a lot better for you and your family than anything that you could focus on to do with the government. Forget about the government. Forget about politics. Forget about all of it. It doesn't matter. You're above that, right? Start praying to God for the things you want to change now, and then take action and change those things right where you stand. Change them at work, change them at home, change them at school, change them at the grocery store. If you don't want to see a world full of trash, pick up the fucking trash around where you are, right? If you don't want to see people fighting, then you become a peacemaker. And the list goes on. Because anything you do that's extroverted, that is toward these people, toward man, government entities, world leaders, protests, it doesn't do anything. It just puts more negative energy back out into the world, right? This low vibration nonsense. And it doesn't matter which side you're on, you're both doing the same thing. You literally are, right? I'm saying, well, I like the pear. And you're saying, well, I like the apple better. And then you're just yelling at each other, and then when the pear people say something you like, you switch over to the pear side, and then they switch over to the apple side. And all you're doing is making these people richer. You're self-dysregulated. And the world isn't getting any better because these people could have already fixed it if they wanted to. They could have, and they could have done it without any wars. Nobody would have had to die. Truly, they could have, and they haven't done it. Why haven't they done it? Because then they'd have to give up power and control. And that, my friends, is really all they give a shit about. They don't care about you, and they don't care about me, and they don't care about the apples and the pears. They just want you fighting over them so you're not looking at all the evil shit that they're doing. The Republicans, the Democrats, the liberals, the Chinese, the fucking Germans, the Russians, it doesn't matter. They don't want you looking at what they're doing. They want you focusing on these issues and running around in a circle like a little rat. Well, I say get off the hamster wheel, right? And join me. Pray to God. Change the world where you are right now. Do it there. Do it at home. Do it with your children. Don't worry about any of this other shit because it doesn't matter. And as you stop worrying about them, you give them no power anymore. They get none of your energy. You take that back. And you use that energy to make your life more prosperous. So I would say this, don't vote for J.D. Vance, right? Look at J.D. Vance. Look at how J.D. Vance touched Charlie Kirk's ex-wife, or widow, whatever, because they weren't divorced, but they were getting a divorce. And that tells you everything you need to know about J.D. Vance. But then look at his childhood. There is no way a person comes from that type of chaos, has absolutely no, psychological rehabilitation, anything like that, and then ends up totally stable. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying he's a bad guy, but I'm also not buying that he's some morally righteous person that I'd ever vote for, because I wouldn't.